Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your January 11th through the 20th, 2019 reading for you. And I would like to wish you all a very happy new year. I know that this is my second week. This is up for the second week in, well, the second 10 days in January, but this is going to be my first reading done for you guys in 2019, so it's super exciting. Thank you for being on this journey with me. And I would like to say that if any of you would like to book a private reading, all that information will be in the description box below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, guys. It really helps this channel get seen and really helps me out a lot. So thank you all for doing all of that. Okay, so we're going to see what January 2019, the 11th through the 20th, has in store for you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. So show me clearly January 2019, the 11th through the 20th, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Show me clearly January 11th through the 20th, 2019, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Show me clearly January 11th through the 20th, 2019, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Show me clearly January 2019, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Show me clearly January 2019, for the 11th through the 20th, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Show me clearly January 11th through the 20th, 2019, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. All right. Fantastic. Okay. I love it. Oh, I love it. Yes. Okay. This is really, really nice. Now, in your clarifying cards, you have, and I picked 3. I know I usually only pick 2. This time, I don't know. I'm just feeling the 3. So you are having a change that is happening. It's all in your clarifying cards. So it is all kind of like the arcing theme, I would say, of these 10 days, the 11th through the 20th. You guys are going to see that your perception on matter start to change, or you might even feel as if you're trapped between 2 worlds and you're trying to find that balance from the Hangman here. There's a sense of embracing your power, of standing before the altar of your existence, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, and saying, this is who I am. And I feel a sense of wonder when I say that. I feel it as if there has been such a long road. I mean, definitely here, there has been such a long road. You guys have been working so hard to get to where it is that you want to be. There's something within you that's awakening. And as that awakens, you get what you love. There's a sense of learning your mind. There might also be an air sign around you, a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius, who is helping you see things, also who's going to be delivering messages to you. There's a sense here with this magician of really, okay, I'm being absolutely honest, really, really focus, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, on the words that you are saying to yourself, because those words are going to have all the difference. They're going to make all the difference within whether these 10 days go great for you or whether they stink. Because you are sitting there and you are talking to yourself and you are projecting that out into the universe, and the universe is absolutely listening to you. There's also going to be, for some of you, you're going to find yourself doing more things that get you noticed, more things that get you out there. There are also going to be changes that are happening, all right? And I'm going to go through these one by one, but there's a choice that you have to make, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And I know that a lot of you are afraid of it. There's just this decision that has to be made. Now, it can either be made internally or externally, but you have to do it for yourself. It's actually going to get you closer to what it is that you love. It's actually going to bring you closer to that soulmate connection that some of you have really, really been working towards obtaining in your life. And for those of you who aren't interested in love, who are sitting there and saying, Dane, I'm focusing on my career, I'm focusing on myself, there's an awakening that's happening that's actually super exciting. Your first card here is the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is all about you paying attention to your dreams. It's all about an awakening of spirit, because this tree here is actually a naiad. Is it a naiad? I always forget this. Whenever I do these readings, it just flies right out of my head. It is a forest fairy. So a nymph, a naiad. It is a person who is a woman who is in stasis right now, is being dormant, and who is going to awaken as the snow melts away. And I think that for a lot of you, Taurians out there, sun, moon, or ascendant, you have felt as if you have gone through a winter. Okay, some would call it a dark night of the soul. You have gone through this dark night, a black dog of fate. You know, you have gone through this time that you have had no control over. And because you have no control over it, and Taurians, I mean, I love you to pieces. My moon, I know I usually keep what my signs are private. My moon is in Taurus. I completely understand where you guys are coming from. You like to know and have order. So to feel as if fate is just leading you around is very, very, very uncomfortable, disconcerting. Uncomfortable is the polite way of putting it. You don't like it. And because you don't like it, there's a sense here that because you have been going through it, because there has been so much change, because there has been so many things that have been happening in your life, you need to step back. You need to step back. You need to relax. You need to rest. You need to take care of yourself. And not that fake taking care of yourself that you guys are so good at doing. That, oh no, I'm taking me time. And really when everybody leaves, you go and you straighten things up. You do those extra, you answer those emails that you need to. You are taking you time, but you're doing 15 million other things that are going to bring you the prosperity that you want and that you're working so hard towards. This is actually taking you time. This is sitting there, putting the phone in a drawer, going, taking a bath, going on a walk, going and doing something that brings you pleasure. All right? Having a cup of tea. I always say having a cup of tea because that is one of the most relaxing, soothing things that I absolutely love doing. It centers me. It helps me move forward. So when I see you guys having a cup of tea, I see you doing something that absolutely calms you, absolutely centers you. There's a sense of having your armor on even when you're resting. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, you're not really fully resting if you have your armor on. You have been through a lot, and there's still a part of you that even when you are trying your best to disconnect and de-stress, that is always going to be a bit on guard. And that's because you have been through so much. Pay attention to your dreams. You're going to start dreaming true dreams. You're going to get a lot of insight, a lot of understanding through your dreams that's going to help you move forward. The angels are fiercely guarding you. So even though you don't see it, even though you don't feel it at times, Taurians, you are being guarded by your angels and they are helping you move forward. Okay? But there's an awakening that's happening after this time of winter, after this time of stress and hardship and cold. You just feel drained. All right? There's going to be the spring that is coming. And we see that right here with the Two of Cups. But you have the Two of Swords. There's a decision that has to be made. And I think it is to give yourself time to respect everything that you have been through, to see it as the success that it is, and not keep on putting more and more on top of yourself, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You are making these choices. You have a choice to make. It is one that only you can make. You are looking at things, you are understanding things, and you are going to make a choice logically and practically that is going to be for yourself, that is going to help you move forward. Now, again, some of you are going to see that you start stepping out there more and more in work, or if it's not in work, just in life in general. You're going to be going out of your comfort zone, but you're making that choice. It is a logical choice for you. You're not sitting there and getting swept up in, life. You are sitting there and saying, okay, I need to get this accomplished. I want to do this. I want to achieve this. So you're being very practical, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, with the choices that you are making. You could be starting to make to-do lists, starting to really sit there and get yourself centered, have that grounded force in your life that you need, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, to be able to go out there and achieve what it is that you want to achieve. Whatever this choice is for you, because again, this is a general reading, it's going to be different for each and every one of you. Choose with wisdom on your side. Do not let your emotions that are kind of raging right now, your emotions that are sitting there and making you feel overwhelmed and unfocused, don't let that be your guide. Let your wisdom, let your knowledge, because for me, the swords equal knowledge. It also, I remember being told that it represents a form of aristocracy because only the aristocrats could own swords, right? So there is a sense here of choosing with wisdom and choosing with power of purpose, knowing that whatever you choose, because that's what for me, that's what aristocracy makes me think of, that whatever you choose, whether it be the worst choice that you have possibly made, you are going to think that it is the best choice that anybody in the world could possibly have made. You're not making the worst choice. I'm just using that as an example. Have that faith in yourself, that people who tend to either have been born with a silver spoon in their mouth seem to think that they have, or to be able to, just be one of those people who are super confident about the choices that you are making and the way that you are moving forward. I'm saying nothing against people who come from wealth, but I'm saying embrace that sense that you deserve the wealth that is coming into your life, because there is a choice that you need to make, and it is going to lead you towards what it is that you love, because you have here the knowledge, and you are embracing your knowledge, you're embracing your understanding, and then you have here love, peace, harmony, a sense of success. Now, for some of you Taurians, you are going to find love coming into your life. For you Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, you are going to be embracing love. You're going to find that person, and it's probably an air sign, a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius, who is going to come into your life. And if it's not, it's somewhere in their chart, or they're just very logical people. They might be a little bit hard to get to know. But this is you embracing that love, you embracing that understanding, you feeling as if, yes, I have come home. Now, for those of you who aren't looking for love, this is saying that you are healing and you are moving forward. The choice that you are making is helping to make up for that winter that you have been through, that time of stress and despair, that time of having this awakening happen, that this time of always feeling on guard. You are coming into your own, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You're embracing what it is that you want. You are looking at things and you're saying, yeah, things have been hard. And I don't want you to downplay it, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You have been through a lot. Give yourself a pat on the back. Start loving yourself for everything that you have been through and everything that you have achieved. There is love and harmony. There is brilliance coming your way. The angels are blessing you. Healing is being embraced. Know that you see the fragility of life. You see the fragility of time. Okay? Because I think of this as kind of like a cherry blossom spring. It's fleeting, but beautiful. When all those cherry blossoms bloom, they don't bloom for a very long time. They go by quickly. But doesn't everybody go, if you're in the United States, don't so many people go to Washington to see the cherry blossoms bloom? I remember being at school, and one of the schools by us had a row of cherry blossoms, and everybody would go and see them. It's just so beautiful. It's so breathtaking. It fills the air with a scent of spring, but a scent of peace. And that's what you're embracing. This is love. This is harmony. This is, if you're in a relationship, this is connecting with your partner on that level that you might have thought was lost. But this is also sitting there and saying, it is okay to lean on another person. It is okay to share your hopes and dreams with somebody. This might not be having that huge in-depth conversation because we have swords here, so you are guarding your mind a bit. But it's sitting there and embracing your vulnerability and knowing that it is okay, that you have people around you who love you. And if you're sitting there and saying, Dane, I don't have anybody around me who I can be vulnerable with, who I can open my soul to, then talk to your angels. And I know that might sound funny, but one of the most comforting things that I feel is knowing and believing full-heartedly that my angels are right there around me, right there protecting me. It's like having a little army with you, that even though you're going through bad times, even though things are hard and difficult, you are embracing what it is that you love and what it is that you want. And those angels are helping you, guiding you, moving you forward, so you don't always have to be so strong, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You have here the Page of Swords. You have a lot of swords in this reading right now. And so this is saying that you are embracing your mind. Now, this is also, again, representative of an air sign, a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius. This could be one of those, an air sign giving you advice that you are taking to heart, that you are really looking at, that you are embracing and understanding, that you are sitting there and saying, yes, this is how I'm moving forward. You could be getting messages from an air sign that are going to help bring you clarity, okay? But this is also saying that this person is probably going to have a very exuberant, youthful energy about them. You are also embracing that exuberance and that youthfulness. There's a sense that your mind is going to be really clear as you're making the decisions that you want to make, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, that you're seeing things more clearly, that you're moving forward. Now, this is gray in the card. So that gray in the card is saying here that there has been difficulties, and it is kind of moving away. You're embracing the light and you're embracing what it is that you want. But there's a sense here of you've had to overcome a lot. You've had to cut away doubts and fears. You've had to really sit there and listen to your inner voice, listen to your inner self, and make sure that you're still heading on the right path. You are. You're doubting, you're questioning. That is perfect, because you know where it is that you want to be. You know what it is that you want to achieve. And you can ask all the questions that you want. And it doesn't mean that you are taking away from the progress that you are embracing. And it doesn't mean that you are slowing down the process at all. Be curious, wonder, take in more information. That's what the page is all about. It's all about learning. It's all about studying. It's all about taking in messages. It's all about embracing that youthful curiosity. Now, again, there could be a young air sign around you who is going to help you move forward. And it could be that for some of you, you're falling in love with somebody who is a remarkably inquisitive, curious person who sits there and asks how and how come and why about everything and wants to know the answers. But that's also an energy that is surrounding you within these 10 days. Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. It's actually what's helping to awaken that part of you that has been asleep. It's going, your questioning is going to help you make the decisions that bring you towards the path that you love, the path that you absolutely enjoy. And this doesn't have to be with a partner. This could be you falling in love with yourself. This could also be a connection with somebody who has been estranged from you for some time. And this is just you sitting there and saying, you know what, I'm opening my arms. I am embracing the love that I want. I'm embracing the love that we need. And that's how we are healing. You have been working hard at this. The Eight of Pentacles is all about your hard work, your dedication. This is also creating something, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is you creating the prosperity that you want. This is you creating the abundance that you want. This, for some of you, could be a project that you have been working on, that you have been putting a lot of time and effort in. It doesn't have to just be at work. It could be something like composing music or, writing a book or painting or some sort of creative project too, that you're sitting there and you're putting your time and your effort in because you know it's going to bring you prosperity down the line. You're embracing that prosperity. You keep on working hard. You keep on sitting there and focusing on what it is that you want. This is saying do not give up on you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, because another way to look at this is that you're making a choice, you're embracing what you love, and it's giving you this energy to keep on moving forward. That's why you need to rest. That's why you need to pay attention to your dreams, because you're going to get insights from your dreams that are going to help you still build this understanding, build this comprehension, and move you forward to where it is that you want to be. So you don't feel as if you're toiling all the time. You don't feel as if you're wasting your time or as if you're not getting anywhere. You are really going to start to see results happen. Now, for some of you, they're going to be large. For others of you, they're going to be small. What I've realized with people is that we all always want kind of, I call it, what are they? Firecrackers? Fireworks. There we go. I just lost the word. We all want a firework life. We want it to be one huge thing after another. And that's not how life works. We get those moments. But then when you have a fireworks life, you get that down. You've reached so high, and then you get to kind of come back down to earth. And sometimes that's very disappointing. Here it is, for some of you, it's going to be staying steady. It's going to be staying on that road, but it's going to be happy about being where it is that you are. For others of you who have been struggling for so long, and so many of you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendants, have been struggling for so long, you are going to see that your hard work starts to pay off, that you are getting what it is that you desire, you're getting what it is that you wish for, and nothing is going to hold you back. There is a sense here of putting in the time, putting in the effort, and embracing the creativity and listening to your muses, listening to that inner voice of creation, that inner voice that is going to help you see things differently and give you and awaken an idea that is going to come forward and it's going to be like, oh my gosh, why didn't I see that before? None of this is going to happen without hard work, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. As much as I would love it to be that, you can just sit back and eat chips on the couch and life happen wonderfully around you, that's not how life works, and that's not what you're embracing here. You're embracing hard work. You're embracing taking time for yourself. You aren't sitting in doubt and fear. You are going out there and saying, you know what, the only way I'm going to see the changes that I want is to take the bull by the horn. Oh, that's kind of funny because you are represented by a bull, and going after what it is that you truly, absolutely, and inexplicably want from life. You are going to feel at times as if you're doing this all by yourself. Now, this can also be travel for some of you. This is my New England card. This is my England card. This is my looking at things and seeing things differently. This is my going to a cold place. So for some of you, you might be traveling. For some of you, you might sit there and have to go to a place that has snow or go to a place that is cold in these 10 days. For others of you, it's you sitting there and feeling as if you're out on your own, feeling as if you have to do things all by yourself, but there's divinity walking with you. divinity, the universe, it has your back. It's helping you and it's leading you forward. So you're getting insights, you're getting understanding, even though you feel as if you really have to hunker down and as if it's a hard road, it's a long road, but you are getting there. It is a hard road. It is a long road. Now, I'm looking at this card and this came up in the Aries reading. And when I saw it, I thought, oh my gosh, Tiny Tim. And now it could be because I watched the Christmas Carol over the holidays, but it's also because there is somebody with you. Now, it could be your angels. It could be an honest to goodness person. It could be this air sign that's showing up right here, that's walking with you. That's walking with you and helping you along the way so that you do not feel as if you're on your own. With love, it's going to be the person that you love is going to be the person that has stayed with you. When other people are like, no, I gotta go, gotta run, where times get hard and everybody kind of falls back and falls away, this is that person that has stood by your side. Now, for some of you, you're going to sit there and say, I don't have anybody like that. Dane, I don't know anybody like that. This is then your angels being with you. And I understand that your angels can't help you move boxes. I understand that your angels can't be there and walk beside you all the time and actually be somebody that you can see and feel and talk to. But they are beings that help you. They are beings that are going to be adding to your strength and adding to your sense of purpose. Now, for some of you, this is also saying that you need to connect with your faith. Now, this could be going to a religious institution, a church, a synagogue, a mosque, wherever it is, a temple, wherever it is that you feel comfortable religiously. Or this could be joining a meditation group. This could be meditating alone at home. This could be talking to people who share your faith online. Okay, this could be something like that where it's saying to connect again, to be part of a group again, to let your soul expand and have that sense of wonder come in, okay, through that connection with other people who are going to be there to build you up. And it could be that they haven't been there to build you up, that, it's kind of that aspect, that religious aspect has failed you. And it is saying to find some place that isn't going to fail, that isn't going to fail, because that's a lot to put on people. People innately, because institutions are run by people and religion has become a bit of an institution, people are always going to fail, but it's going to be someplace where you feel comfortable, where you feel as if they're listening to you, where you feel as if you're being heard. This is knowing that you are never alone. Now, for some of you, again, this is taking a trip to a cold climate. This is, having opportunities come your way that you might not have expected and kind of having to hunker down and really dig deep to be where it is that you want to be and embrace the prosperity that you want to embrace. But for all of you, Taurians, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, this is knowing that the divine is walking with you, the universe is walking with you, and that you are never alone and that you aren't in the cold, that you are being protected and you are being watched over. Your clarifying cards are the Hangman. This is seeing things differently. This is looking at things differently. This is changing your point of view. Now, you could feel at times, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, that you are stuck between two worlds, that you don't know which way to choose, that you kind of see both sides of the scale, both sides of the story, and you don't have a firm grasp of where it is that you want to stand. Keep that, okay? Not that sense of feeling unbalanced, but that embracing the fact that you are having such intuition and you are having such compassion that you can see where both people are coming from, where you can see two sides to the argument. That's going to serve you well. This is also saying that you're seeing things differently. You're changing your point of view. And by changing your point of view, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, you're going to find that things really start moving forward. That you open up new opportunities for love, for harmony within your life, for peace, for understanding, and you really start seeing that you are moving forward in a way that is really, really enchanting to you. Okay, this is moving forward with courage because you have the lion's heads on either side. This is knowing that this transformation is going to be painful because, as you can see, he's hanging from a chandelier or a light fixture or something to that effect. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it is a man hanging upside down from a tree. Okay, either way, it is painful. It is not the most comfortable of positions. So you are getting insights. You are gaining your compassion. You are accelerating your path through discomfort. And I don't mean that in, you achieve your goals through suffering kind of way. I mean that through you're getting out of your comfort zone. You're taking on new opportunities. You're embracing new opportunities. And you are moving forward and seeing things really start to expand. Now, in love, this could mean that you meet this person because you've expanded your your horizons. In work, this could mean that you're taking a trip that's going to kind of get you out of your comfort zone, and it's going to cause people to have to look at you. Even in love, people are going to start looking at you, and you're not going to feel as alone as you have felt, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. But this is saying now, whether it be in love, in work, in your day-to-day life, get out there more. Get out there more. Start to embrace the changes that are coming. Also, embrace the way that you are seeing things. Know that you're going to start to see things differently, and that's really going to have an impact on you as you're moving forward. You have the King of Cups here. This can represent a water sign, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. And this is also saying that as you see things differently, you are going to embrace this love, this healing, this understanding. Your emotions are going to be running high. There is going to be like a feeling at times that you are being swept out by the undertow and by the current of your emotions. Don't let that happen. Stay focused, stay centered. That's why he's on the throne here. You're embracing healing, you're embracing love. You have in your hands the Holy Grail. So it could be seen as the Holy Grail. It's wonder, it's joy, it's a level of love that can hardly be comprehended. You are moving forward with that at your center, with that love, with that peace, with that understanding, with that prosperity, moving you forward, embracing what it is that you want. Know that yes, emotions are going to be high at times, especially when you are faced with making this choice and when you're seeing all kind of the aspects of what it is that you can do. But this is saying that you have the divine right, because that's what kings and queens have, right? The divine right to be exalted and exalted above all others, to live in wealth and prosperity while others lived in absolute poverty. So you have the divine right to live in love, to embrace what it is that you love, to start moving forward in love, and start making your choices, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, out of love. Because that's going to be something that really moves you forward in a way that you're going to sit there and go, wow, I trusted my instincts. I trusted what it is that I thought, what it is that you thought, what it is that you felt within your soul. And that makes all the difference within the world. You are going to see that you're standing on a stage more. You are embracing what it is that you want, and as above, so below. As you think it, so it becomes, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Don't sit there and doubt yourself. Don't sit there and question every single choice that you are making. Know that the power of your thoughts is going to be so impactful, okay? As you believe it, it starts to be. You are standing before the altar. You are standing before the world. All right. It could be on a large scale. It could be on a small scale. Some of you could see that you start to have business meetings where you're asked to speak and you're never asked to speak. Now you're asked to speak and you stand up and you could feel nervous, but you're going to bring new insights, new wisdom to a problem by following your intuition, by following your heart, but also by this hard work that you have put in that hasn't been recognized, but is going to start to be recognized. For others of you, you're going to be asked your opinion more. I mean, really, seriously, you're going to find that people are like, oh, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. They won't address you like that, but you know what I'm saying. What do you think about this? How do you feel about this? And you're going to give your honest to goodness opinion, which is going to be changing people's perceptions of things. Because again, you're stuck between those two worlds. You're seeing things differently. Your perception is changing, is moving forward. You're embracing what it is that you want. You're also having this power of knowing your passion, of knowing your mind, of having prosperity with you, and embracing what it is that you love. All those things, the wands, the swords, the pentacles, the cups, they're going to be moving you forward. This is moving forward in majesty. This is also, embracing the sorrow that you have been through, knowing that it hasn't been an easy road, and it isn't always going to be an easy road, because the white for me indicates sorrow and mourning, but it also indicates purity of purpose. You are moving forward. You are embracing what it is that you want, and nothing is going to stand in your way, because this is how I see it. Now, for you, the number 5 is very important. I don't know if I had said this before. Yes. The 5th day. I'm sorry, not the number 5. Okay, so since I said the number 5, then I guess the number 5 is very important to you. But number 2 is very important to you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. The 2nd day, doing things 2 times, seeing 2 opinions, something to that effect is really going to be where your prosperity lies. There's a choice that has to be made. You're going to make it, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And it's to not feel as if you're out in the cold, or it's to go on that trip that's taking you kind of out of your comfort zone. It's to know that divinity is right there with you, not to feel alone and afraid, because things are moving forward. You need to rest. You need to take care of yourself. At the center, that's why I put it at the center of all of this, is you needing to rest. Follow your dreams. There's going to be an awakening, which is going to help you embrace your passion, embrace what it is that you want, hear the messages from the divine that are going to be moving you forward. This can also be connecting with an air sign, a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius, taking in their insights, taking in their understandings, that's moving you forward, that's helping you see things differently. But this could also be falling in love with somebody who is very smart and very compassionate. All right? And I don't know what they look like, I don't know their names, but this is somebody who you connect with in your mind and in your heart. And you're going to sit there and be like, wow, this is absolutely beautiful. This is also connecting with the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself. This is healing. This is moving forward. This is embracing the fragility of life and seeing the beauty within that fragility, within that understanding. You have hard work and you are dedicated to what it is that you are creating, whether it be something artistic, whether it be something within your workplace, whether it be within your home. I mean, you could be having to make a choice and kind of go out of your comfort zone just in order to get your family all lined up and to get things really moving forward. It could be that your kids want to study something new and you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh my gosh, no, we can't add one more thing to the plate. Make sure you're not overtaxing yourself. Make sure that you're not sitting there and saying yes so much that you're putting yourself at risk, because that's going to be no good to anyone. Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. There's a sense here of creating something beautiful, of seeing and listening to the messages that are around you, knowing the angels are with you, even if you don't see them. You're changing your point of view. That's going to help you move forward. You're also seeing things differently. You might feel as if you're in between two worlds, and those two worlds are going to be a place where you're linked at because you can emotionally, spiritually understand. But there's a sense of emotions running high as you're making these decisions, as you're embracing this healing, things moving forward. You are moving forward with them, but you are also, there's also going to be times in these 10 days from January 11th to the 20th that you could be pulled out by the current of your emotion. Don't let that happen, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You are embracing this water sign mentality, this kind of go with the flow, but do not let yourself be swept away by the undertow, because that's not going to help you. There's a sense here of either a water sign, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer coming to you, who is going to help you move forward, who's going to help you embrace what it is that you love, who could be somebody you're working with, could be somebody that you meet. But this is a sense of embracing love and having that love really move you forward. I just see healing. I see love here. I see serenity. It doesn't have to be romantic love, but for some of you, it very well will be. But it could also be meeting that person that you are going to work with, meeting that friend that you are going to talk to, that you actually connect with, and you sit there and you go, wow, this is fantastic. A lot of you Taurians are going to be standing and embracing your life outside of your comfort zone. So you're going to be standing before work, you're going to be standing in front of people in your day-to-day life, and you're going to be out of your comfort zone, but it's going to be the best thing that ever happened to you. You're really embracing what it is that you want, you're putting yourself out there, you're meeting new people, you're seeing new things, and that's really starting to change things. Your subconscious message is slowly and steadily, here you are, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, you know that it's your time. You know that you are slowly and steadily working towards your goals, and that they are coming in your way, that you are achieving them. So this is slowly and steadily building the prosperity that you want in your life. This is knowing that it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and you are more than well equipped to win this marathon, which is the success of your life and the way you want things to move forward. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May blessings and harmony always be with you, and happy 2019. Bye.